Great. Great. And okay. Oh, forgot about something. Okay, there. Now we're good. I know, right? Language is so cool. Alright, with stories so far, Aaliyah and her Robot 6 have found the smoking wreck of Janiki Renba's ship, along with a final message intended for Professor Miari. The roboticist was looking for an ancient observatory called the Vault, which he claimed could prevent a great darkness from overtaking the nebula. Meanwhile, Aaliyah has found something else, what might be the lost crown of the Holy Empire, hidden alongside a crude map pointing to an unknown moon. Surely Aaliyah should return to the Iox to tell Miari about Renba's death? The story so far. Hey Barb, hey Vummer. But just look at this thing. The workmanship is beautiful. Evidently it is more than a simple crown, mistress. You're sure? I believe the metal is a casement for a mechanism of some kind. A mechanism? What kind of mechanism? Without opening it up, I cannot tell. My friend Oroye on Elbereth might be able to help. She'd be able to open it up and take a look at it safely. The occupants of Elbereth are hardly trustworthy. I'm from Elbereth. I will bear that in mind. Freaking racist-ass robots. Anyway, we should probably go to Miari because she'll want to know that her boy is dead. River time. Woo, river time. Yay. I will ready the ropes, mistress. So there's the unknown moon that we're looking for somewhere. Sight from the mural. Okay, yep. Anyway, yep, let's go plot a course to Professor Miari. She'll want to know, but I don't know how she'll take it, and whether I should show her the crown is another question. I could go there next. Is that obvious? Yep. The yep was for what it said. 6? What happened to the river? I do not know, mistress. We're barely sailing, but we are moving. We're in a rapid. We better check the hull when we next land. The rivers are stronger here, mistress. Oh, auto? No, fuck no. 6 ain't flying this shit. Another rapid. This whole area is wild. It's almost like they call it the cyclones or something. Why would we need to hope? We have GPS. Game, shut up. I'm not passing control. Oh, this is pretty. We're not through it yet. Renba didn't hop her down. He landed his boat. Oh my god, that's so cool. Tried to. Or else he wasn't able to return. I suspect Master Renba attempted to detonate himself off the surface of the moon. Buddy, we were gonna get there. We should go left, mistress. Oh, shut map. That's good enough. I'm tired of voicing your useless directions. What are the rivers, 6? Flows of oxygen, hydrogen, ice? Their velocity keeps them coherent. The structure has long since fallen apart, mistress. The rivers have washed this place clean. Okay. I'll go there next time I'm up there. Okay, so we're still going to that one. There was a room that we missed. Up here also, I guess. So why do the rivers wind? Why aren't they straight? Sure if that was the right? It didn't matter, okay. Well, I do not know, mistress. Why does water swirl when mixed with wine? Evidently, it is most mysterious. Stop giving me that prompt. I'm not going to do it. Oh my god, shut up. I don't want you giving me directions. Is there a setting for that? No. There can't be that many more robots left. There were a few hundred in my cohort. And how many cohorts are there? I cannot be sure. I have some connection with my cohort, but nothing beyond that. At any rate, we would all appreciate it if you took more care of your robots. Took more care of the robots we didn't want? A wreck. I would guess it dates from ancient times, Mistress.
The robot hoppered away.
I will investigate, Mistress.
And I was alone.
Hey, it's not that nature abhors straightness. I recovered a black scrap of sailcloth. They must have come from somewhere close by. Wait. Okay. Oh, and now I can't ask questions because I did that? Game. Robots are stupid. That's the problem. They run well up to a point. Then they throw themselves over a cliff. Throw themselves? Or are they pushed? It's about 50-50. If I'm honest. A shipwreck. It is a wreck from the earliest days of the nebula, Mistress. Just wait, Mistress. I found a golden pendant in the shape of a circle. I wonder how long it's been out there. Look at the craftsmanship. Such tiny details worked in. Looks like there's an inscription on the pendant. It's impossibly small. There's a few words in this one. Yeah, and one of them is this. Yeah. Something is eternal, question mark? I believe you can be confident of your translation for is, Mistress. I'm convinced of eternal as well. There's only one word left to resolve. Like keep and life and lose. Love? Does love is eternal work? Oh, I'd say that this comes from the same source as that scrap of sailcloth. Wait, which way am I? Left, 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 left. No.
If you tie off your sail.
No, that was the wrong move. That was the wrong move. Should not have. Why didn't it let me?
Or else, it's the gutter.
I regret changing, but whatever. It didn't let me undo my mistake. I'm sorry, no, it let me undo my mistake, which was the problem because I couldn't undo the mistake of undoing the mistake. Okay, hang on. I'm just gonna turn off the voiceover because it's not helping anything. Just getting in my way. Well, no, it said nothing about romantic love. For example. No, damn it. I was about to say I love Tales of Berseria, and then I realized that I would have to say I love Tales of Berseria in a like non horny way, and that's just not true. I mean, it is true. I do love the game in all ways, but I do love it in a horny way. So, I guess you're right. Apparently, I fucked up. All right, hi, Prof. Yeah, uh-huh. Yep. I am sure Professor Miari will be most keen to see the crown, mistress. Alright, chat, what do we think? Uh, I trust Mary. I'm keen to show it to her. She doesn't believe my work is worth anything. I'm gonna show it to her, but I still, as much as possible, want Oroi to be the one to mess with it. Just to be like a haha, fuck you. This is that. Found this necklace outside the hermitage, but I don't know what these things are that it's made of. Shells, mistress. Those are shells. What's a shell? A snail-like creature that lives in salt water, mistress. There are some in the tanks on our yachts. Why would anyone make a necklace out of snails? I report on humans, mistress. I do not pretend to understand their foibles. 'Cause snails are cool. Don't you talk shit about snails. Few robots are so ancient. Don't you have the whole history of the nebula in your head somewhere? Perhaps some do. I do not. Aaliyah, you're back. But I don't know if I want to ask what you found. I'll tell you. If you're ready to hear it. He's dead, Professor. His ship blew up as he tried to leave an off-river moon. Interesting. You're certain? Six has authority. We are quite certain, Professor. Your robot told me Renba found some kind of ruin. What did you find there? Someone had lived out there once. We found a ruined building. A hermit, I think. Nothing more. Should I show her the crown? Should I show her the crown? Should I do it? Should I do it? Should I show her the crown? I don't want to show her the crown. I mean, I want to show her the crown, but I want Oroi to, like, do stuff with the crown, and I'm worried that showing her the crown will mean that she'll take the crown. You know? You can't trust your boss, ever. Ugh, fine. Show her the crown. There was The crown, of course. A crown. Let me see it. This is what we found on that moon. Beautiful. Do you know what it is? I'm not certain, but I think it's the crown of the last emperor of Iox. He took it with him when he went into hiding, when Iox fell. Incredible. It's only a crown. This is indeed the crown of the emperors of Iox, lost when Iox fell. I can imagine you lifting this from the ashes of the emperor himself. And yet Renba found him, a roboticist. Embarrassing. I wonder how he did it. So, is that it? What's the matter? It's an excellent find. You've done Iox proud. I don't want to do Iox proud. I'm from Elbereth. Aaliyah, this is your moment. Off you go and enjoy it. Fuck off, game. I knew she would. I knew. Barb. Professor, have you ever heard anything about an ancient observatory? That's a curious question. I found some kind of telescope fitting on the moon where Renba, well, I wondered what it might mean. I've never heard of an observatory, but maybe Renba found something. Please, Aaliyah, leave me to think. Think about how you stole the crown that I found? One last thing, Aaliyah. Tell me honestly, how are you finding your new companion? Are you working well together? I wouldn't say that. Six is petty, rule-bound, and a coward. Which is exactly what you need. Robots are valuable things, Aaliyah. I want to know immediately if anything happens to this one. I hope that's clear. There was something. Yes? On the hideout moon, something went wrong with the hopper, and I found myself in a cave with a robot. The robot talked like Renba, but I think it was actually Six. You think Renba left a message for you? Inside Six? The message wasn't for me. It was for you. What did he say? I don't remember this. So let's... Game. Game, this is so mean. He told me a great darkness was coming. Professor, you must have known why Renba was exploring the nebula. I did know. At first, anyway. I'm sorry I didn't tell you, Aaliyah. But... You're not the easiest person to talk to about my beliefs. They were Renba's beliefs too, you know. What beliefs? You understand the loop, Aaliyah, even if you deny it. You understand that everything which happens will happen again, and everything which happens has happened before. Should we get into an argument about theology? I can't understand how you could be so sure. You sound so sure. We live in a nebula built from loops and cycles, day and night, birth and death, present and past. We are the breath of the nebula. This is all common sense. Children understand this. Not everything is a cycle. Death or knowledge. Knowledge isn't. Knowledge increases. Precisely until knowledge is lost. The fall, Aaliyah. Renba was looking into the fall. Iox fell, Aaliyah. The empire collapsed. Our protectorate is the empire of old, and the fall will come again, and if we are not ready for it, we will not survive it. Why didn't you send me? We did. You've been digging up bones for us for years, but you found nothing of value. Renba found something inside one of his robots. Inside? He found a way into a robot, into its core. The robot told him something, set him to digging up something on a moon near Elbereth. He hired laborers from the Elbereth markets to do the work. And then I heard nothing until he sent me that brooch. But the robot knew about the fall, Aaliyah. The robots know everything. But what do they know? Everything. If we are to survive the fall, Aaliyah, we must understand it too. It is coming, and soon. What do you want me to do? The fall is coming, Aaliyah, faster than we think. Find what Renba found. We have to know what will happen. I think Renba must have lost his mind before the end. Perhaps he blew his own ship up. Good faith, Aaliyah. Good faith to you, Professor. I shouldn't have given her the fucking crown. Do you believe her, mistress? Do you believe in the loop? Of course not. It's wishful thinking, or fear. But still, Renba found something. If Renba was hiring laborers from Elbereth, then the lady who runs the market there should remember him. Can't be many Ioxians hiring workers from her. What market, mistress? Perhaps we should return to the ship now, mistress. Let's see if we can say hi to Huang. Six, what do you know about the Loop Temple? I know little of the Loop Mistress. The Loop priests claim that life is a great cycle. They believe that all that happens has happened before. Aaliyah, you're back. Did you find Renba? Hey, Huang. Well, that's sounding like maybe you didn't. Did he go native on some wild moon? I've heard there are places out there where people get up to all sorts of things. He's dead, Huang. Oh, are you sure? Did you know him well? No, not really, but I mean, professors. They're supposed to die in soft chairs watching the fountain. I uncovered something you might enjoy. Let's see now. There's an inscription. I read it as Life of Holy Emperor. You know, I'm sure you're right about Emperor. Yay! Thanks, Huang. Do you know anything about an ancient observatory? Mistress, you mentioned something similar to Professor Miari. An observatory, that's interesting. Let me tell you something I heard about Renaki. No, no! Renaki, where is it? You'll find it on the charts. It's no secret. I know of it, mistress. I was on I was on Renaki recently. I know, me, on a boat. You should have seen me. I turned green. You are never coming on the Nightingale. Thank you, I would rather not. Anyway, on the boat there was a trader called Amadou. He was talking pretty expansively, if you'd understand me, about something he'd found. He called it, well, you asked me about an observatory? That's what Amadou said he'd found. Wait, what were you doing on Renaki? You've never ever left Iox before. There's a lot you don't know about me. Trustworthy type, this Amadou? No, I wouldn't say that, but he was sloshed to his beard tips on Raki at the time. Well, I followed worse leads before. Who is this Mazvai you're always reading about? She was a sailor from maybe 20 loops ago. She was a traveling monk, mistress. How old are these books of yours? Some are really old, but not, you know, not ancient. They date back to the first Empress or so. But why aren't there any books older than the first Empress? I don't know. There just aren't. I know you found older. Have you found any artifacts you want me to look at? A few. Let's get this sailcloth. I found this scrap of sailcloth. Now, I've seen something similar if I remember right, only this one was inscribed. Let me see if I can find it. I've really got to tidy up some time. This was written on a stained fragment of a flag. It was found floating in the 14 flows. I don't know if it's related, of course. This is fractured. Wind. That's an of something of wind. I can add my translation for winds to my dictionary now. So this would be on... Yeah. Well, no, there's no water in here. Like, that's the thing for water. That's not here. Keep and lose? It does feel similar to keep. It's like noun of keep. Let me see this one. Now let's see. Here's the. Oh, why did you game? Why are you doing this to me? Yes, that's the noun. This is like a pronoun. This is a verb. Because it has that at the end of it, I think. Either keep or separate. Let's try this one instead. And so then here that would be harvest. This claims water. The only thing water tells me is that this is a noun. On a flag? I guess if it's on a sail, that makes sense, right? Harvest of winds. And if I actually look at the word, like it's like that one, which was either keep or divide. Let's try that. I could change my mind, but harvest of winds? Do you have any more like that? Let me see. How about this? It's a sketch of a yellowing scrap of canvas. It was found in an Elborthian market several years ago. This is the start of a fragment of text. Wind. Something is definitely wrong here. Okay, there's you. Okay, you is confident. Okay. Then we have these. It's like starting with a question mark, which I've never seen before. I don't know what the double circle means. Right, what about this one? So it's a verb, okay, but not like divide. It's the same one that wind has. So lift, maybe move. So either lift or move. May winds lift you? That'll do for now. Any more like that? Let me see. No, nothing comes to mind. Do you want me to archive the scrap of sailcloth? Sure. I'd hurt Huang's feelings if I said so, but these books are all recent. Most from the last 50 years or so. Is he coming back? I guess not. I guess we'll have to do Huang Library Hour another time. Sure, we can go. Yep, we left the university. She stole my fucking crown. I should never have told her we found it. I should return this to Mercy. I've grown rather attached to it. And the marker outside the hermitage where Renba died. Still don't know what it's made of. I'm gonna rest 6. Very good, mistress. I believe I can handle the ship. To Elbereth? Fine, whatever. Drive the stupid ship. So this is Elbereth. This was your home. This is my home. I have seen little but Iox, mistress. This is not like there. You saw Mercy? No, it's not. This way. This is the gate to the upper citadel. Mistress, there is only solid rock behind this door. Ah, I comprehend. It is a hopper. It's one of the oldest things on Elbereth. It still works amazingly. I cannot see the eye, mistress. Without a line of sight to the eye, I cannot take us inside. You sound like you don't trust me. A hopper takes one's corporeal form to pieces, mistress. Trust is critical. You can stay here if you like. Just stand back when I ask it to let me through. The idea is appealing, but not to my ethical core, mistress. I will stay with you. Set boyaki refar. The gate is asking you where you want to go. You can understand it? No, mistress, I was asking you a question. Set boyaki refar. I didn't realize the gate was saying it the previous time. The word is katkes. Liena huake. We are now somewhat higher up than we were, mistress. Of course we are. We're inside the citadel. This is the main courtyard. There are alleys leading off in all directions. It's easy to get lost up here. This gate's been locked as long as I can remember. I think the key must have been lost somewhere. Oroy and I used to climb over it. But it's less socially acceptable now that you're an adult. God, shit's fucked. Have you lost robots up here before, mistress? What makes you ask that? I will take that as a yes. Oroy's yard is this way. Strong as oxen. Dependable. Cheap. Mistress? What is this lady selling? It's a work market. Workers? Are you surprised? This is Elbereth. It's about as far from Ajax as you can go. Metaphorically speaking, not physically speaking. I cannot be here, mistress. What's the problem? My ethical core is programmed against suffering. It does not differentiate by economic status. Mine is just the same sex. But there's nothing we can do. I am compelled to expend a considerable number of cycles verifying that before I can simply accept it, mistress. I grew up here. I wasn't unhappy to leave. What is your ethical core, anyway? What good is it? Evidently, it is what stops me from pushing humans off cliffs, mistress. Is that something you want to do? It was simply an example, mistress. Were it to be convenient for me to do so, my core would prevent me. Aurori's yard is this way. I will follow, mistress. This whole area is Aurori's, I think. She's useful. And people like to give her space. Oh, I didn't read that. Gong. What do we do now? Now we wait for Aurori to finish whatever she's doing in there. And come and see who we are. Alright, what do you want? Oh. It's you. It's good to see you. It is it? You're here to dump another broken robot on me? I don't remember it like that. Oh, don't you? Ripping people off just doesn't stick? What do you want, Aaliyah? I was having a good day. Oh. She doesn't like us. I found this strange telescope at the end of the cyclones. I was going to give you my, I was going to give you a really fancy crown to work with, but it got stolen by my professor, and she wouldn't give it back. She wouldn't even let me ask to take it back. Wait, you sailed into the cyclones, Aaliyah? Are you mad? Do you want to hear about the telescope stand or not? It was your sort of thing. Don't you use me to justify your risks? That's not the point. Then it should be the point. I've lost you once to Iox. I don't want to lose you again. Did you ever fix that robot I sold you? No. Whatever it lost out there, it was really gone. I ended up borrowing a few internals for my collection. Disgusting. How's your family? My son is fine. My daughter... That's another story. What happened to your daughter? My daughter... My daughter thinks she is in love. Is she? She's a child, Aaliyah. How old is she now? You know perfectly well how old she is. And she's not old enough. Do I know perfectly well how old she is? Alright, she's almost 14. I named my daughter after you. Did I ever tell you that? I knew. How's the shop working out? Slow enough, but it's not getting any worse. See you when I see you, Aaliyah Elastra. I wonder how business is going. The alms tray looks pretty empty. I have no idea what these things do. Rory's always playing around with magnets and wires and things. This game is too slow. Farouette, you. Traitor. And you brought a Miamek with you? A robot? Here. It's not for sale. Huh. I wouldn't take your Miamek if you left it here in a basket. Why would I? Is there something you want? Or is this how you get business? Huh. You're fearless, aren't you? I'd like you if you weren't such a salehwa. Better that than what you are. Salehwa. This is my job. My profession. My mother did it, father before her. It's how I put my food on my table. Your kind won't be happy until only the Miamek can eat. It won't be robots that stick a knife in your belly. Farouette Saluhwa. Not yet. The fact that, like, teleporting back to the ship is a, like, dialogue that happens and not, like, a button you can just press is really annoying. This place turns my stomach, too. Might have ended up like this if it hadn't been for Miari. Yes. I want to ask about a man named Renba. I don't talk about my customers. So Renba was a customer. If he was, I wouldn't talk about him. You're not going to help me. If you're looking for a worker, I will. But you'd better bring him back fit to work, unlike your friend Renba. I want to talk to the man Renba brought back. You want to hire one of my stock? I just want to talk to him. Then you can pay a fair rate. If that's to dig your plot or whisper to you through the night, that's your affair. Just don't break his leg. What's the laborer's name? Whatever you like. Listen, Salehwa. Your Ioxian friend shattered my man's arm bone into 100 little bits. The bits are swimming around inside his skin like hungry maggots. He's never going to work again. Like his leather, you're the last chance he's got to earn himself a meal. So pay your dues. Then let him go. He's not worth anything to you. I'll make you a deal. You take him off my hands for nothing. And you look after him. Yazi, get out here. I know miracles happen. What time is it? Greet your buyer. Mistress, please. Good faith and greetings to you, my kiss. You can go now. You're free of me, Yazi. What happens to you now is up to this one. Good faith to you, Yazi. What does my kiss mean, Yazi? Better. I'm not your better, Yazi. I'm from Elbereth too. You are from Iox, I think, just as the other one was. You were hired by a man from Iox? Janiki Remba? You have it right. The Maikis name was Renba. I do not think anyone will hire me as I am now. Where were you digging? Somewhere on Elbereth? No. Away. Away where? We sailed to a moon. Elbereth was visible in its skies. There was nothing there, but he made us dig. We found something. What did you dig up for Renba? I do not know. We had just uncovered a spar of wood when the winch fell on me. I was brought back here. Wood? Not metal? No. Not robots, then. What were you digging that needed a winch? A hole, mistress. A very deep hole indeed. Can you find Renba's moon again? I think so. I think so, yes. But not on a map. I will need to fly with you. You want to go back there? No, never. But I see you do, Mekis, and I will help you. Yassi is leading us to a moon near the Elbreth Wash. It seems Renba went there following some kind of lead from a robot. He'd digging using laborers hired from the Citadel's markets. What could he possibly have found this close to the spiral? Professor Miari thinks it might be connected to the fall of Iox, but I can't see how. I could find this site now. What was Renba looking for? What did he find? Do you know? I do not know. I was hurt before he found anything. I'll take you to Iox. Lots of people sit around on Iox. I do not want to sit around. I want to work. Huang will find something for you in the library on Iox. He'll enjoy the company. Micus. Should I say you're free to go? You're also free to go now, Yazi. Go where, Micus? Is there anywhere else you want to go? Micus, I have been a laborer since I was a boy. What can I do? Well, let's go back to the ship. We can talk there. I have been to the Cyclone, and then I came back, and I showed Nyari the crown, and she stole it, which I knew would happen, but I had to show her anyway. So yeah. Found the crown, that's basically it. Also, hi, Ragnar. Are you ready to go yet, mistress? That's not the button I wanted to press. Alright, come on, buddy. Come on, let's... Oh wait, we have more place to go? Mistress, I am deeply unhappy with this arrangement. I just want to know something and then he's free. Free to do what? I would hazard he has just lost his employment. We can get to Toppy's this way. Yeah, well he lost his employment before we did anything. What was your soft lock? How old are you, Yazi? 34, mistress. I began working in the market when I was 8. 34? You could have been at the orphanage with me and Oroi. An orphanage would have been luxury. My parents sold me to her. Are your parents still alive? No. Toppy's place isn't big, but inside it's a treasure trove. Hold it. Oh. But it's you. Welcome back to Elbereth, Moonflower. Give it back, Toppy. Whatever it is you took. I confess, I only really saw the robot. But friends, as you know, are friends. So have your no doubt precious brooch back. Mistress, do not trust this man. It's a bit late for a warning, Sex. 12 years too late. I already don't trust him. You adore me instead. I prefer it that way. Now come on in out of the cold. It seems as though I will wait here. Suspiciously. It's so good to see you back on Elbereth, Leah. The rivers above grow dull when you're not with us. Toppy, don't flirt with me. I know perfectly well you don't mean it. But that is what makes it so enjoyable. All of the flavor with none of the hangover. Listen, Toppy. I want to show you an artifact. Oh, yes. The pendant, the chest. Let's go with the chest for now. A metal chest with iron edging dating from the early empire. Interesting. I have not seen anything quite like that. I might be able to make you an offer. Yes, this is it. A solid iron box. And there's something inscribed. This one is a broken fragment from an even longer phrase. No, that's not right. Okay, pray is definitely right. And love too. Enormous. It's like of, right? So 4 seems very much like the most accurate here. Pray for love? I think that's right. Some kind of offering box. And inside there's something. Scrap of a highly ornate chart of the nebula. I hardly recognize any of these river shapes, but that central swirl must be the Iox spiral. And there's something written inside the spiral. Ooh. This is blurry and illegible. Empresses of... No. Do I just not have the words I need for this? Oh, no I do, apparently. Alright, so something of something else. Wait, no, hang on. You have the prey inside you. No, sorry, you have the emperor inside you. Right, so... And what were you? Okay, I think that that might be a location indicator. So that would be home. Treasures. Swirling scratches. Sure, that seems okay. And so if that's a location indicator, right, then this would be palace. I know you don't need to do that game. Okay, so let's see what matches up here. We've got our May, kind of, but like people, witch or something. I don't see any of this there. Pray, that's not really a thing there. Palace of... Like, this is definitely an important, like, symbol. Goddesses? Maybe. name for Iox, maybe? The center of all things. This comes from the same site as the box, I think. Having this should help us find its location. So, you've inspected the merchandise? A scrap of paper for your metal chest? Do I want to... Sure, let's trade. I think this looks rather good here. By the way, Toppy, who buys all this stuff of yours? Respectable people, and a few Elbereth rats too. Why do they want it? What good does it do? Different reasons. Some are collectors, rich types. I think money hurts them, so they spend it quickly. Most of them are old, prostate problems, they leak money. I mop up. I'm an Elberethian. I'm not above it. I want to show you another artifact. Hold on to it. I'm all out. Clean. Come back some other time. Okay. See you later, Tappy. Don't get any less marvelous. You are in one piece. You still have all your teeth. We have a few new artifacts to discover. We've also located one new location, Remba's dig site. Also, we've discovered the existence of one new location of note, a pre-Empire site. Are you ready to go now, mistress? Yeah. Let's go. Yep. We left. Wowie. And there's plenty of stuff to do, and I'm tired. So this will be continued next stream, I guess. I don't know. This is an annoying game to stream because it's so like slow, and the game is making me do so much talking. Yeah. All right. Anyone to raid? I don't think so. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Ragnar, for coming in, even though you're only here for like 15 minutes. Yeah. All right. See ya.